Sometimes we can factor a polynomial by grouping terms. In particular, if there are 4 or more terms, this method is worth a try. So let's look at this example. There are 1, 2, 3, and 4 terms. Unfortunately, there is no factor that's common to all 4 of them. So what we're going to do is to group these 2 terms and group these 2 terms and factor these groups one at a time. In this first group, you see x squared is common. So we pull out x squared, and what's left over? Well, x squared times x is x cubed, and x squared times negative 3 is negative 3x squared. In the second group, 5 and 15, 5 is common. So we pull out 5, and what's left? 5 times x gives you 5x, and 5 times negative 3 gives negative 15. Once you do that, see, the things in the parentheses, x minus 3 here, x minus 3 here, they look exactly the same. So this is the common factor of these 2 big terms. We're going to pull this out, parentheses x minus 3, and in the second set of parentheses, write down what's left over, x squared and plus 5. And this is the answer. Okay, let's look at the second example. Just like the first example, we're going to group these 2 terms, and we're going to group these 2 terms. And in the first group, 4 and 10, 2 is a common factor. So we pull 2 out. X cubed, x squared is common. So pull out 2x squared, and what's left over? 2 times 2 is 4, x squared times x is x cubed. Then we have minus sign. 2 times what is 10? 2 times 5 is 10. And x squared is pulled out, so nothing's left here. In the second group, the numbers are 6 and 15. You see, 3 is the common factor. So if you pull 3 out, what is left over? 3 times, using minus sign, you should have minus 2x. And 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, now if you do this, see, the things in the parentheses, they look similar, but they are not exactly the same. They have opposite signs, 2x, negative 2x, negative 5, positive 5. The expressions are similar, but the signs are exactly the opposite signs. So in this case, what we're going to do is, instead of pulling 3 out, let's start it over, we're going to pull negative 3 out. Pull 3 and negative sign together. Okay? So if you do that, see, negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times what is positive 15? Well, negative times another negative will make a positive sign. So negative 3 times minus 5, that will make positive 15. So now look at the parentheses, 2x minus 5, 2x minus 5. Now they are the same. So we can pull 2x minus 5 out and write down what's left over. 2x squared minus 3. And this is the answer.